What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel, and welcome to the Need for Speed Unbound trailer breakdown. Pretty much, I'm going to be having a look at every single thing that's in this trailer, everything that we could have missed, everything that you know, maybe the first time you were watching it you didn't realize or whatever. We're going to go through it the entire way. I'm going to talk about everything that we see in the trailer, all the customization, all the cars that we see. I'm also going to talk and show you guys the full car list. Now, if you want to see the actual trailer itself without me stopping it and all that sort of stuff, if you haven't seen it yet, it's in the description box below. It just links you to the Need for Speed YouTube channel where you can watch the official trailer there, with, of course, featuring A$AP Rocky, which in the trailer he will have music over it, and I don't really want to play it on my channel because I don't want to, you know, have it taken down or anything like that. I don't want to have it claimed, pretty much. But the official trailer is there with Rocky's music. Now, Rocky again is introduced in this world of Need for Speed with his car, which is the Mercedes 190e Cosworth. Now this one that he's driving right now, he actually owns in real life. That, like, this car actually exists in real life, which is very, very cool. But you can see all the different types of cars in the background. We have the C8 Corvette, we have an E30 here, we have something over here which kind of looks like the Boss S15. Just a little bit, I don't know, we could probably have a look at it later on, but it looks like the Boss kit, Nissan Silvia, or S14, sorry, not S15, a little bit, or it could be something else, I don't know, we'll have a look at it later on. Anyway, the car that we see a lot of in this trailer is this S14 here. You'll see it driving around, you'll see it being modified and customized and everything. Now, as you can see, there's a whole cartoon vibe, anime type vibe in this trailer. We already knew that the game was going to be based around that. There's been leaks and there's been things confirmed and not confirmed in the past that we've been told that this game is going to look similar to this. Now, initially what I thought is that the whole game was going to be like this. However, they've done a really, really sick job at blending the world of Need for Speed with realistic car graphics and world graphics, and then having all of these extra animated effects everywhere else in the thing. Because, like, here, animated person in the car looks pretty realistic. I mean, the one thing that the Need for Speed series or Need for Speed franchise has gotten really, really well throughout the years is how good it was at creating lots of different types of models for cars, and they all looked really, really, really good, right? Here's another clip or another image of a bunch of different types of cars in this again. This obviously we didn't see. Yeah, I think I was right with this. It looks like the boss kit for the S14, 911 GTR, and an Eclipse there as well in the background. But yeah, like I said, it's a very cool little combination of regular cars, regular world, with animated characters and animated effects all over the world. Now, I don't know if you can increase these or decrease these as much as you want. Maybe you can get rid of all of the effects and have it look as realistic as you want. Maybe you can increase all the effects and you can have it look literally like an actual comic book when you're driving around. So it looks very, very sick in my opinion. This isn't a realistic game. Need for Speed was never a super realistic. It wasn't ever supposed to be a simulator or anything like that. If you want to play a simulator, go play a set of courses, download 20 million mods, and then you have the most realistic game in the world. Need for Speed was never about that. Need for Speed was always an arcade racer. It was always, always, always going to be an arcade type racer. Like that is just how it is. Here I wanted to stop it at this image because I remember this bit. So we have day and night cycle. There's a little bit later on in the video where you click and you show most of the racing or most of the things that you've seen so far is at night, but there is some bits in this trailer which show that you can actually race around during the day. Now, as you can see here, pretty realistic. You'll have some sort of trails coming from the car's taillights and also basically just the car itself, which I kind of like this. Again, it's like a weird combination of realistic and animated, which I really, really like. I think it looks very, very good. The world seems to be really high res. I like that a lot. Again, it's not much we can see from the trailer, but main and most importantly, you'll be able to see a lot of the customization that's going on in this video. And you can see as well, when you're using your NOS, this is pretty much the whole effect that's going on here. You have your little wings on the side as well. I don't know. I'm gonna guess all of this is customizable. I'm gonna guess all the trails for your car is gonna be customizable. All these little effects from left and right is gonna be customizable on how it works. I think. Like, look how good this shot looks. It looks so, so sick. And again, it's just so much mix of real and animated for this entire thing. And here again, when you're in the garage, and you can start seeing some of the customization options. They're like it's like a step up from the stock that we just had, where now we have different side panels, different body kits, different radiator at the front, side skirts, everything. And then, boom, again, we have a different kit again. We have different wheels, we have massive flares, big roof spoiler here, rocket bunny wing there, a lot of different things going on this car already. So customization is again just going to be a huge part of Need for Speed's thing, which I absolutely love, because Need for Speed has always had insane customization, and if they continue to do stuff like this, it's gonna be great. So here you can see we're racing around during the daytime as well. Here you can see sliding around a little bit. I don't know if there's gonna be specific drift events or not, but pretty much whatever you can see from the trailer here. Let me go back just the tiniest bit here, just so we can see this view as well. I'm not entirely sure where this is set, what the actual place is called, but it looks like you definitely have a mixture. I mean, they obviously will end up doing that in pretty much any place that you're going to be at. They're going to have a mixture of, you know, some country roads or cities or, you know, some mountain passes or anything like that. It's definitely going to be a mix of everything. But here again, you can see sort of, like I said, a mixture of real life interpretation of the cars and then animated characters as well in the game. So I don't know if you're going to be just this specific character here because she shows up everywhere, or is she going to be basically like your little, I don't know if you remember, like Samantha or Rachel from the early Need for Speed Underground days, where she'll just show you around and do all that sort of stuff. I don't know if this is going to be her car. I don't know what's happening exactly. Obviously we don't know the full story of this thing. But this is pretty much what we have here. This is, I'm going to guess, one of the garages that you're going to be working in and modifying your car and stuff like that. So this is probably going to be like a safe house or something. And the reason why I say safe house is because if I zoom in a little bit forward in the video, boom, there's cops. There are cops. We have chargers. We have a super crazy wide-bodied F-150 as well there, which looks crazy. SWAT team. Lakeshore is the name of the town. You can see here. This is what I wanted to actually find as well. If I could possibly somehow see what the name of the town or the city is that we're actually at. So Lakeshore, LSPD, Lakeshore Police. There you go. We know that. I'm pretty sure it says all of this on the website. If it doesn't say it, then obviously we found a lot of it here. Yeah, so this is a crazy car. So obviously Rocky is in the game now as one of the characters. I don't know if he's going to be a good character or a bad character. I don't know if he's a character you have to beat at the end or something like that, like a boss or something, or if he's just there to basically show you around. But again, like I said, there's a lot of sick music if you go and watch the actual trailer itself. But visually, it's super pleasing to look at. Very sick. Again, it's probably, like I said, going to be a mix of a lot of different types of roads and stuff like that. But yeah, even police chases, helicopters as well coming after you. There was a little thing there where it shows you police light. Police. There we go. The big massive light coming down from the helicopter chases and stuff like that. So there's probably, there it is. So there's probably going to be different heat levels again. They're probably going to do something similar to the way older Need for Speeds were, where you just have your heat level go up and you have harder and more difficult police chases. I didn't actually see, we have these as well. I don't know, what are they called? Like Ford Escapes or what? I don't really know. But I don't see any like special police cars chasing you, you know, like the old Need for Speeds where you have, you know, like Most Wanted, for example, where you start having the what are they called? The Corvettes chasing you in Most Wanted. As soon as you got into better cars, or the GTOs as well start chasing you instead of the Crown Vics. I don't really see that. They're probably just gonna get more difficult, or there's probably just gonna be a lot more cops. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's have a look at the car list really quick here. Not much will be changed here. There's a few cars that have been removed. Audi is gone, as you can see. There's no Audi on this list at all. And this is pretty much your share of cars here. I mean, Audi only had, I think, like 2 cars in the game anyway. It was like the R8 model and the Audi S5 model. So Audi's gone. But you can see all of the cars here. If you want to link to this yourself, I'll put this down in the description box below, where you can have a look more on everything on this. So there you go. There's Lakeshore. It says it there. But this is pretty much the entire car list here. M3s, M4s. Now this is just the standard car list, so this isn't any special cars or anything. Maybe there's like some hidden cars or anything like that. There's nothing here, I don't think, with that. But a lot of the cars here are definitely from previous games, and you'll be able to see a lot of that as well. All these different types of cars that were in the previous Need for Speed titles. But I'm just having a look at some of the stuff here very, very quickly, just sort of panning through it as quick as possible. So, like I said, super similar to what we've had before in the previous Need for Speeds. Yeah, we have the new Z as well. That wasn't in the old game. And I guess that's pretty much it. I don't see anything crazy. The Polestar 1 is also back, apparently. We have that back in the game. Yeah, there's nothing too crazy here that we haven't seen before, to be honest with you. But there are, I think, 143, 144 cars. Oh, yeah, 143 cars on this list. So again, I'm guessing there will probably be more things added into the game into the future, hopefully. Now, the one main and most important thing that I really have to say about this game is it definitely 1,000,000% needs to have some sort of good progression and post-release support. It needs the post-release support. And what I mean by that is, once you finish the game, once you play a lot of the game and you basically see everything or do everything in the game, you need the game to constantly be updated and them to constantly add content into the game. Like, if you just have to spend the entire lifespan of this game and you spend it in the first week of playing it and that's it, and you don't play, like, you just drop the game after that, I mean, I feel like that's a bit of a flop from them. And that is the one thing that I dislike about Horizon and a bunch of the new games right now, because I feel like they're missing the point of keeping these games alive. And not just it sucks, because obviously I want Need for Speed to succeed. I want to have as many racing games as possible. I want to be able to customize and do whatever I want in these games, and I wanted to do it for a long time. I don't want to go around and pretty much play the game for a week and then drop it and be like, yeah, this is boring. You know what I mean? I want Need for Speed to succeed. I want Forza to succeed. I want to have as many games as possible. I'd rather have unlimited games to play than have no games to play. You know what I mean? Obviously. But like I was saying, is they need post-release support. You need to be able to actually go and play this game for a longer period of time. So we need to have constant updates and constant content added into the game for them to be able to make it into something crazy. So yeah, hopefully there's good progression in this game, and it's not very easy. I want it to be kind of difficult. I want to go around and pretty much actually have to spend time to earn the things that I'm getting in this game, instead of everything just being handed out to you as easily as possible. Even if it involves some sort of grinding, I'm perfectly fine with that, as long as, like I said, it's good, you know. Driving physics and stuff like that, I don't know what they're going to be like. I'm gonna guess they're gonna still be very, very arcadey, which is, I guess, it's a whole Need for Speed vibe, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, that's pretty much it for the trailer breakdown and pretty much whatever we found here. Again, a lot of different customization options. I mean, we already knew that that Need for Speed will always have top tier customization in their games, and it's gonna look insane. And especially with all these graphics and everything, especially the cartoon style, anime style graphics, I feel like it should be a whole new experience into the franchise and into the game. So I'm happy that they're trying something different and something new, because I don't want them to basically release the same game over and over again, which is basically what they did with Need for Speed Heat all the way back to Need for Speed 2015. It's basically the same game, different world, same game, same customization options, same driving around, same everything. It's pretty much the same. Okay, Heat had a better story, I think, mostly, but other than that, like, it's just you know, like, Heat actually had a story, whereas the other ones kind of sort of didn't. Payback actually kind of had an okay story as well, I'll say that. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, a little breakdown of the trailer. If you guys obviously want to see some more videos on the channel from Need for Speed or from Forza or anything racing related, then of course subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, do whatever it is you guys want to do. But if you have any questions or anything to discuss down in the comments below, I'm definitely going to read the comments. So go and, you know, type stuff there and let me know what you thought of the trailer. We already knew that it was going to be a sort of an anime style game in the past. Like we've been told this, that the actual game itself will involve some sort of realistic and not realistic things in the whole game. So yeah, we already knew of this and what to expect. So I'm not really too shocked by the whole change of scenery, I guess, or change of pace with this game when it comes to having the animated characters in it. So yeah, hopefully the game's good, and hopefully there's a lot of content to create videos on and stuff like that. So we'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.